Hello, welcome. Hello Pam, hello Kenny. Hi Mom, welcome to tonight's stream. So tonight we will be doing an easy background that you can apply to any portrait of your choice or to any background that you need on a page. It is simple shading of colors just from you draw in a horizon, so you can just take a ruler. Let me just zoom out a bit. Hi Lizzie, welcome. I've got a bit of shine on my page from all the lights. Hi Paula, welcome. Hi Janine. Okay, let me just move it up like this. I can only go so far with the zooming in and out. Bring you closer. Lizzie, I'm going to show you. It's actually not hard to do. Okay, so first of all, remember when I told you about a page? If you look at a page, say this is your page. When you draw an horizon, say this is your figure here in the middle. You divide the page into three equal parts lengthwise and like that, but only with your eyes. Don't draw lines over your page. On these corners is where your focus will be. So don't put your horizon line in the middle. Hi Yvonne, welcome. So your horizon, don't put it in the middle. You can choose either this half or the bottom half for more of a focus point on your page. So, so first of all, we're going to draw in a horizon. So in this section, anywhere in this section or in that section, you draw your horizon line. So if you look at my page, I've chosen the bottom half and I just took a ruler and just drew a line, or you can just draw it freehand if you want to. So in the top section is the first section we're going to do tonight. So the top section, if you look at it, I'll zoom out a bit again for this section. If you look at this section, you look that it is normal color shading, the basic of shading. You know when you go from light to dark? So at the bottom, just above your horizon, you will have slightly dark line. Remember when we did the sunset tutorial? Before the water starts, there's a slight darkness just above the horizon. Yeah, sorry, I see I'm off the page. Then we decide where we're going to put the sun on your page. So I've decided on my right hand side here, this is the sun. Then I'm going to shade darker and darker and darker. Then you form a circle around it and then shade it darker, 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 and also the same all the way up to the top. So first of all, you just do your basic shading. Okay, so let's start. I've used the page that we've done the previous tutorial on. So first of all, I'm just going to draw a line. This is my horizon, just like that. Now you decide where you're going to put your sun. I'm going to put my sun. So now I've just decided where to put the sun. So I've used the grey-green light for this one. Grey-green light is PC289. Now I'm going to go from the lightness, I'm going to go darker and darker and darker all the way over the page. Okay, so with the grey-green light still in my hand, I'm going press hard in the middle and then shade it lightly out. So just going by doing circle, a circular move. The next color is Deco Yellow, PC1011. So now on the outline of where I've put the lighter circle, I'm going to start there and still in a circular move. So I'm going softly over the grey-green light, going slightly harder with my pencil just around it, and then light again. light hand now. The next color is Canary Yellow, PC 916. So now you can't just go like a circular move anymore because now you're going to go over the hair. So now just keep the shape. Now your circle is starting to pan out to straight lines. Because you have to start with your base before you can, this is on this one, this is the base before you can add the interest. So this is the base first, and then we do the interest on the page. Next color I'm using, and you'll see I haven't done anything on this side yet, because my right hand side, because the sun is on this side, it's darker towards my left hand side. The next color is yellowed orange, PC 1002. The next color I'm going to use is yellowed orange, PC 100. Oh, the yellowed orange I've just used. Sorry, I've got two pencils that's the same. And just put one away. Next is orange, PC 918. Hi Helen, welcome. Now I'm going to darken it just above the horizon with the orange. So blending it into your next color. And now you will start moving into straight lines, because now the sun section is done. The first yellow right next to the grey-green light was Deco Yellow. And then it was Canary Yellow. Oh, there's a couple of people that's battling on the Patreon one to find the live feed. So now I've added my orange here at the bottom. and then I'm adding the orange here at the top. But now because we're moving in straight lines, it's easier. I'm going back to my yellowed orange, PC1002. Oh, first I'm adding a little bit of interest. I've added, it's like a little mountain thing here. And this is a black raspberry, PC1095, before we go on with the sky. And it can be any shape you want. Now back to my yellowed orange, PC1002. And I'm going slightly over the edge. Next is orange, PC918. Now I'm covering half of what I've just done to blend this side. And I'm also going over half of the object that we've added. Now I'm taking my eye and roughly looking at the image, and bring your orange right up to where the other side is. Remember to go in between the hair. Next is Cadmium Orange U, PC118. Hi Sherry, welcome. Now I'm taking this up quite a bit because we're going to go with other colors over it. This is like an underlayer. And I've decided to go with quite a dark sunset so that you can see the details on the leaves a little bit better. But it's up to you. You can keep it as light or as dark as you want. Thank you, Sherry. Welcome. Nice to see you here. Okay, next I'm going to take pink. PC 929. Sherry, which skin are you talking about? Which tutorial did you follow with blue? I normally I normally put greens below the chartreuse for warmth. Yes, with uh, blues in a skin, you would normally use blues and purples only on dark skin, not on light skin. It dampens the colors. Next is Carmine Red, PC 926. I'm just going to turn the page so that my hand's not in the way. Next is Lavender, PC 934. So we want it to go almost like a grayish, um, purpley, reddy tone here at the top. And we're going to achieve that by going over with lots of colors, but the colors will create that shade. And it will flow all into each other and create the darkness that you want. But it won't just be a dull darkness. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Next is Parma Violet, PC 1008. So now the reason for adding purple, remember how we play with complementary colors? The purple will shine through from the bottom when we add our darker colors just now. So and also when you do the highlights on your palm leaves, then the yellows will start popping out. Next is Parrot Green, PC 1006. And now you'll see that it's almost like your eyes creating a blue. Next is Henna, PC 1031. And that's the color that we're after. So at this stage, you can use whatever you use to blend your colors or add more layers of the same colors till it's smooth. But due to our time, and I want to go into the interesting details, I'm not going to keep layering till it's smooth tonight. If you use Gamsol or whatever, then go for it. Use it. Cadmium Orange hue. I'm just adding a little bit more here. Sherry, no, I don't have pastels, but I'll probably get some in the future and then I will definitely be using some pastels. I loved pastels while I was studying. Next is orange. Pastels was my favorite medium in drawing class. And next is yellowed orange. And now I'm just going to add more. You'll see it's almost getting to smooth here at the bottom. So it's not far from completely smooth. So if you just press a little bit harder with your layer now, you will see that it will actually start smoothing out. Add a bit more pink, PC 929. Cadmium Orange hue 118. Then my Parma Violet. My Peacock Green, or Parrot Green, PC 1006. And next is Henna. Cadmium Orange hue. Okay, I think that's smooth enough for now. Okay, so now let's start with some details. So as you can see, we've done dark hair on this lady in the other tutorial, but to make her not look like a cutout, you have to bring her the um, into the background. So to make her work, you take your Canary Yellow, PC 916. So how do you bring her into the background? You add yellow here on the shoulder, and just a thin line. So first you color the whole portrait, and then you just add these little bits once you decide to use this tutorial. The next color is Spanish Orange, PC 1003. Just on the edge, you give a little bit of warmth. Now here on the hair, the water we've done in the previous tutorial, you just add the reflection here and then just a little bit of lines at the bottom. We'll first do all the other details and then we'll do that last. But as you can see, I stopped. I didn't go over because here's where the white will be on her shoulder. This is where the white of her shoulder will be. So you add this over your colors that you've already done. You put your Canary Yellow in a slight stroke, and then you just add the Spanish Orange just on the outside, right on the edge, just a thin line. Now we move over to the hair. Because the backgrounds create the atmosphere or the placement of where you put your portrait. Sorry, I'm just sharpening my pencil. Yes, I've seen some magic work. I think Vicky's got a couple of tutorials out on the pan pastels. I think I'll invest in some because they say they last quite a long time, even though they are expensive to buy. Our channel is Coloring with Vicky. Okay, so now we're going to move over to the hair. Now the hair, because it's black, and as you know, black hair is very reflective, as I told you before in the tutorial. So it reflects light, and it will also reflect some of the light of the background. But only in certain spots. You don't need to bring it in everywhere. So first of all, I'm going to use Crimson Red, PC 924. So I'm just going to add a thin line. Then I'm going to use Cadmium Orange Hue, PC 118. And move towards where the light is. Then this yellowed orange, PC 1002, on the same line. And then the canary yellow. Now I'm going to do all of the highlight yellows on this section of the hair. Let me just zoom out a bit. So if you look at where I want you guys to just look, if you choose your sun to be on this side, then your hair on this side here will catch light. So I'm adding yellow on this side, and I'm pressing medium to hard. This is the Canary Yellow 916. Then on the edge here, we'll shade it in with the darker colors just now. And on this little strand, then it will catch here the bottom part of the strand. Then on the round part, and you'll see I'm not following the line all the way. Then on this section here, then on the round part here, then there, then move over to the top. It's little details like this that you add that will make her not look like a cutout, but that she's part of um, the background. Next is yellowed orange, PC 1002. So now here I'm extending and going above. And I'm going extending from the yellow dot upwards. You keep on extending upwards now. And blend slightly the yellow into the black. Slightly, not too much. and extending. Next is the Cadmium Orange hue, PC118. So now I'm blending it or drawing little lines into the hair. Next is, oops, no. Where did I put my black raspberry? It is 1095. See, you can see where it picks up some of the highlights now on the hair. So the black raspberry is next. So just shade a little bit of lines on the black so that it starts to blend in to the black hair. Now the same will be on the other side. So let's move over to the other side. First I take my canary yellow again. Let me just zoom out. Okay, here at the bottom we can start by adding the same then on the arm. It will be here on the top, the canary yellow, a little. You'll see it's a light hand and it's quite wide. Then the yellowed orange just on the edge. So whatever color you choose, you will add the yellow. Then I will add yellow, yellow, here at the top. Then on the inside of this quill, and this one, the outside, the outside, the outside, the inside of that, and the inside. Okay, next is my Spanish orange again. Oh, sorry, not Spanish orange. Yellowed orange, PC 1002. Let's go from the bottom, remove it. I'm extending the lines, going slightly over the yellow again. Sorry, I'm off the page. Trying to bring you closer so you can see where I put it. And extending the lines here. I'm extending down on this side. Remember here we were extending upwards. And next is the Cadmium Orange hue, PC 118. Start from the bottom again. Oh, sorry, I'm off the page again. I've put it there and here, here, here. And here at the top, I'm adding it to the top. Next, I'm taking the black raspberry again. So the black raspberry, we draw lines, and drawing lines to go follow the contours of the hair, but blending it into the black with the black raspberry. So I'm putting it right next to the lines that we've added so that it all blends into the black. Okay, in my case, I've got the orchid because this was the discovery page. And I think your page has different flowers. But let's just zoom out again. The flower petals that's at the top, it will also catch some of the highlights. So first you take yellow because this petal will catch the light. So you need to look what will catch some of the warm light. Right on the edge you will add it. Let me just turn the page like that. My hand's a bit in the way. Yes, that was the canary yellow I've just added. Sorry, Letty. Thank you. Next is the yellowed orange, PC 1002. So now I'm extending down because this section will catch the light from behind because all the light is coming from behind her hair. And then we also need to add it here. And then next is the cadmium orange hue. And these sections of hair will have a little bit of orange glow. And then black raspberry, PC 1095, and just blend this top section into the hair. So now we get to the fun part. We're going to draw palm leaves, but you get lots of different ones. So it's really up to you which type of palm leaf you will want to use. So I've added only at the top. So first of all, I'm taking my black raspberry. I'm going to start with the one on my right hand side first. If you look at it, it's further away, or it's a younger leaf, it depends. But I've put this one further away, and you've got the line going through, and then just straight down lines. But as you can see, I've extended it with lighter color. Oh. It's two different types of leaves. That's why this is the one that's just straight down lines, which is easy to draw. And these ones has a little bit more structure and they're wider apart, so the bend plays a role of where it will catch the light. Where this one, it's mostly just on the edges, so it's an easy drawing one. So let's start. So first of all, you draw your line. I've drawn a line. Hold on, let me just see, am I on the page or off the page? Now I'm making it thin at the bottom, and I've gone over it again to make it thicker at the top. Now to draw the palm leaves, let me just turn my page like that so that my hand's not in the way. I'm starting at the at the tip part, and I'm going to draw straight down lines. And on this section here, it's right next to the line. Now I'm going over. The first 5 lines was just straight lines. Now this line here, I've made it thicker towards the middle section. Now this is because it will cast shadow. Now it's a thicker, see I've gone twice and then flick it towards the end. And you can decide how big or how small you want the leaf. Now sometimes you do get a gap in between some of them. For example, like that, when some of them are bunched together. As you can see, I'm not touching the middle here anymore. There's a slight gap. You want that little gap because that's where the light will catch. And this doesn't have to be perfect. The palm leaves can cross over each other. Doesn't matter because it's nature. You get no perfection really in the leaves. So they're not all measured. Yes, they are basically, but once they start hanging and wind blows, then they can cross. And this is with a hard pressure. So once you're happy with your leaf, you start going to the other side. So now this side is slightly different. I don't have the bunching of that can happen. Well, sorry, some of them are a little bit thicker. And on this side, they're more evenly spaced and go in an up position. So you angle them to go slightly up. Okay, so that's my leaf. Are you all still there? So now we're going to start playing with the colors and the reflections. Because just like that, it will look like wallpaper behind her. So first I'm going to take the cadmium orange hue. You need sharp pencils now. So let me just... So you can also do that over your just plain shading and it will just form a wallpaper. You can put them at different angles. So that's another idea for an easy background. You just do your basic shading without the sun, just add a couple of leaves and she's got wallpaper behind her. So that's why I've chosen this one leaf to add into the page so that I can show you that you can also create wallpapers as ideas. So next, the cadmium orange hue PC118. Now I'm extending the leaf. And now you'll see why I've chosen slightly darker color in the background here so that you can see. Now I'm just turning it to do this side. And from here, in the middle vein, I'm adding a thin orange. Okay, next is yellowed orange. So now to get sharpen your pencil because you want a thin line on the leaf detail. Just here at the bottom, go over almost to the middle section of your orange that you've just added. And on the side. And then lastly, we add our canary yellow. So you play with your yellows and oranges, the same similar colors the whole time. And then here, oh, this one I also need to sharpen. Yes, I'm extending the leaves. You'll see better when I add the yellow now. And don't worry, we still need to add black. So this is a mid-tone, your black cherry. Okay, so now the black, I want to enhance the top section of the vein. This is just plain black, PC 935. I want it here in the middle. And here where it bends. And then the shading here. I'm just sharpening my black cherry again. So here at the top section of your highlight, I'm just giving a thin black cherry line right to the end. And here at the bottom, I'm just slightly giving it a little bit more shape. Sorry, it's Black Raspberry, PC 1095. Okay, so now let's move over to your other leaves. Now, your closer leaves, if you want to do them a little bit more in detail. So if you decide you don't want those leaves, you want a little bit more detailed leaves. So let's do one here. I've got one. This is the Black Raspberry again. Let's just zoom in a bit. Because as I said, you get different palm leaves. So it's really up to you on which one you would decide to do. Sorry, I've zoomed out. Okay, I'm going to show you the bottom one and then the top two. It's up to you to create your own. So a detailed leaf, you would draw your middle vein. Let's just put it here. You can put it anywhere you want to. Then the tip section, you would have a leaf. Then right here, you will have another leaf. Bye, Yvonne. Good night. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And you can angle them. Some of the palm trees have um, bends in them. This is just a straightforward one. You must go and have a look at some of the leaves. So now you start shading the middle and the outside on each one. Now I'm first going to add in my light. Oh, hold on, there's another leaf short here. The one that's coming from the back. And the one side of the vein. So first I'm going to add Canary Yellow now. So the light will be catching on this side. And these ones on the top. Next is the yellowed orange, BC1002. I'm just blending my edges, or the top and bottoms, and these ones upward. Then the cadmium orange hue. Then orange on the vein, and then just blend in with the yellow again a little bit more. And then a little bit of crimson red. Crimson red is BC924. I'm so glad you like it, Pam. Next is black. So I'm darkening the side of the vein, and then I'm adding a little bit of black, shaping it. Then next is the the Canary Yellow. Just go over your yellow lines again so that you don't lose them, because I've chosen quite a light section. If you've added this leaf in a darker section, it would have been much more contrasting. So I'm going to take a little bit of Deco Yellow on the yellow parts. So Deco Yellow 110. So I'm just highlighting some of the Canary Yellow parts here at the bottom and at the top. I think we can add another one so that you can see again. Yeah, let's angle this one. I'm drawing it like this. So now the leaves would go down. See, you can angle them however you want to. You can look at different images of palm leaves, and that will create interest. And that's basically then we'll have exactly the same um, shading as this one. And that's it. See, it wasn't that difficult. It was not a difficult background at all. So you can do it, and I hope you try it. Please tag me. I really want to see when you try this. And I can show you when it's all smooth and blended the effects of the hair closely, so you can see that the hair sections that's done when the background's finished. You see the warmth in the hair. Lizzie, the top one, see here, it's blended exactly the same than this one that we've done. This one that we've done, it will have more of the yellows on that side, and then these leaves here will be treated exactly the same. So if you want a closer look of that one, here it is. So see, it have your yellows. So because of the bend, you can see exactly where to put it. Let me just bring you into the page. And you can see the yellows here on the inside, exactly like the bottom one, where it will catch. And then here's the other leaf close up, so you can see. And you can see where we've done all the warmth in the hair. So that's it for tonight. Thank you all so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you all in the next room. We're going to do a very easy background on the turtle lady. So I hope to see you in a little bit. And I hope you all try it. Yes, I'll put it on both. I'll put it on Patreon and I'll attach it to the video as a reference photo so you can see, and I'll put it on the Facebook group as well. So bye bye everyone. Hope to see you soon in the next one. Yes, Janine, it is attached to this video tutorial, the page to color this one. See you all a little later. Bye bye now.